Okay, so this video idea is inspired by Roast of WEB3. So we'll just talk about some biggest Web3 events of the year, make some outrageous jokes, and have a fun time. Telegram has made Ton its exclusive blockchain partner, dropping support for other chains to simplify payment inside the app. The CEO said that this decision was inspired from astonishing feats by Bonnie Blue, dropping 1,057 pounds this month. I guess LA won't be the only place having burning bushes this January. Sony has launched its own Ethereum-based L2 chain called Sonium to help creators and studios build digital experiences, sell content, and connect directly with fans at scale. Well, Donald was elected as president again this month, so I guess people really banged with the American rap on this chain.
Many man, wish that upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more, don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. I'm gonna come.
In the next news, Avalanche Foundations commits $100 million to funding AI projects. It's good that this news is from January, otherwise the entire amount would be spent on 128 GB of RAM. I mean, look at the prices made. The last time I saw silicon products being this expensive, I was on OnlyFans website.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Nifty Island, an open world Web3 game where players explore, build, and own characters and items on the blockchain. It has now launched an AI-powered agent that remembers past interactions, act independently, and keep the game world running even when players are offline. Sometimes I feel the joke write themselves, right? But I can't wait for someone to make a realistic Epstein's Island experience with this update. A major hack at crypto exchange Bybit sparked market panic after attackers linked to North Korea's Lazarus group stole around $1.4 billion, and all this money went to funding Korea's nuclear program, making it the biggest Web3 project. Let's hope Kim Jong-un applies for a super team grant because I know Parug loves a Formas project. Dolce & Gabbana is splitting ownership of its $1 million glass suit into fractional NFTs on Base, letting multiple people co-own a digital version of a rare luxury fashion piece. And here I thought the best clothing drop of February would be Kanye's I am Nazi and I love Hitler t-shirt. Solana has opened Skyline, a new community hub in New York City for founders, developers, and builders in its ecosystem. People say this is still the second worst thing that has hit a New York building, or maybe the third. In the next news, the Beatles received the world's first Grammy for an AI-assisted song, Now and Then, a track that uses AI to restore and integrate John Lennon's original vocals. The real musicians were angered because Grammy awarded something that felt like a person attacked with them, a song calling out pedophiles.
Now, I'm really mad.
ETH Denver happened in Denver, which is also called Mile High City, for its high terrain and mountains. And coincidentally, the graph of Ethereum was similar to a mountain because it faced its biggest low in 2025 this month. Snoop Dogg has partnered with blockchain music platform TuneFM to release music and fan experiences through Web3, and even released an exclusive song. The previous partnerships of Snoop Dogg has not been the best for the partners, so let's hope that things turn out better this time. Dogecoin will feature on an Indy car at the 2025 Indianapolis 500 after fans voted on the cars and helmets design. Is it too early for this joke, or can we vote to add Paul Walker's photo on an F1 car? Coinbase has introduced verified pools that lets user trade on-chain using liquidity pools where all liquidity providers are identity verified, and the Web3 oldies of India have already started their protest against this kind of KYC. PayPal has added native support for Solana and Chainlink to its crypto platform for eligible users from USA. The eligible citizen being the 100 men who beat the gorilla or the 100 women who beat the accountability. Who am I kidding? We all know no woman can actually take accountability. Polygon has partnered with Indian telecom giant Jio to explore adding blockchain's features to digital services used by over 450 million people. I pray to Ambani's, please buy Polygon and turn it into swastika. Would love to see the West freak out about it. In the next news, April also saw the biggest drops of major cryptocurrencies. The market went so down that some people even saw Pope's casket. Apparently it was freshly buried. X402 launched this month, which is a payment standard launched by Coinbase that lets websites charge small automatic crypto payments for access without subscriptions or login. So basically we just allowed AI to pay for viewing stuff. At least we don't have to worry about AI taking over, because it would be a degen with all those OnlyFans subscriptions. Finally, I can relate with AIs. Bitcoin had a summit this month in Vegas, bringing over 35,000 attendees. It was found that there were 4,000 plus lightning fast transactions in that 8-hour window, and sources say that Israel launched one missile on Iran for every Bitcoin transaction. What a cool fucking country, man. Swiss luxury watchmaker Frank Muller has released a limited edition Solana themed timepiece that doubles as a crypto wallet. Elon Musk hated this product, saying it is unsafe because anyone can steal my crypto when I'm doing my Nazi salutes. Vitalik Buterin proposed partially stateless notes, a new node design that lets people run Ethereum nodes without downloading or storing the full blockchain, which is now worth 1.3 terabytes. This decision is being called the fucking Mozambique of Web3. Coinbase was targeted in an extortion attempt of $20 million, where attackers allegedly threatened the company in an effort to extract funds or sensitive access. Coinbase really gave no fucks, unlike Bonnie Blue in January, thus restoring the balance of the universe. The Czech government was shaken after the Justice Ministry accepted a Bitcoin donation worth about $45 million that was later linked to a convicted criminal. The controversy forced the Justice Minister to resign and triggered political fallout, including calls for a no-confidence vote. Haven't seen a shady crypto donation influencing political fallout since Donald Trump got elected. Flappy Bird is planning a Web3 reboot that adds optional on-chain rewards while keeping the core game playable without crypto. If I wanted to see a chick bumping through bars with a score count that would disappoint the parents, I'll just go to the club in Horse Kazman. Disney has partnered with Dapper Labs to launch Disney Pinnacle, a digital collectible platform that will distribute the free NFT pins to subscribers each month, regardless of them opting in. So when Disney sends unsolicited DPX, it's fine. But when I do, it's a crime. Trump has signed the Genius Act. The law requires stablecoins to be fully backed in a 1-to-1 ratio by reserves and places issuers under joint federal and state oversight. This 1-1 ratio is apparently inspired by the age of the girls he in Epstein's Island. Ethereum marked its 10-year anniversary, celebrating a decade of building decentralized finance, and the broader Web3 ecosystem symbolized Ethereum's move from small developer experiment in 2015 to a network now powering a roughly $460 billion ecosystem. Unfortunately, my man Diddy got arrested this month just as Ethereum came in his favorite age bracket. Don't worry, Ethereum, he'll be out by your 14th birthday. Ledger has launched a physical recovery key that acts as a secure backup for crypto wallets. The card lets users regain access to their assets if they lose their main device, using a PIN and a secure chip for protection. Well, if I wanted to see overkill protection measures without a confirmed threat of any loss, I would just look at bombings in Iran by US. Stripe and Circle are building their own blockchain to better power stablecoins. Ethereum developers have proposed a new standard that uses NFTs to help software agents identify and trust each other on-chain. The draft proposal would give programs like AI agents or financial bots NFT-based IDs track their reputation from past actions, so shady ones can be blocked. BJP has been against this decision and planned to give tickets to anyone with a bad reputation. In the next news, the European Central Bank is considering using public blockchains like Ethereum or Solana to power a future digital euro. So I guess crypto is coming all over UK. Well, someone had to, now that they have put ID checks on websites. The Ethereum Foundation proposed a new interoperability layer to make Ethereum's many L2 networks work together more seamlessly and making the experience feel like using a single chain. I know there is some incest joke about parent chains and L2 chains here, but unlike Pakistan, I don't hit close to my home, but my government does. Avalanche and Toyota Blockchain Lab are collaborating on a blockchain-based system to manage robo-taxi fleets. The project aims to handle payments, insurance, ownership transfers, and fundings on-chain. But here's my question. If I wanted to get fucked in a public transport, I would go to UK and contact Bonnie Blue. Yungfeng Financial, that was co-founded by Jack Ma, brought about $44 million worth of Ethereum as part of its strategy to expand into Web3 services. From investing in Web3 to stopping ex-wives from taking your money, China is really becoming a heaven. Unless you say Arunachal Pradesh is a part of India. Bitcoin hit its all-time high at $122,000 while Prince Andrew was stripped of his royal titles, hitting an all-time low. But the past sexual history of Andrew tells us that he's used to hitting lows. Coinbase is teaming up with American Express to roll out a credit card which is very similar to Gemini partnering with Solana. Like both offer 4% of rewards on Bitcoin and Solana respectively. But only Bitcoin's card designs look cool because it includes data from Bitcoin's original 2009 Genesis block. This shows no matter how fast or modern you are, there's always an older person with generational wealth who will take in all the attention. Big NFT sales happened this month, like Copy's last selfie, which has been reportedly sold for $2.6 million. Coinbase also just spent $25 million on an NFT that brings back Up Only, the 2021 era crypto podcast, while this Twitter creator has claimed to do unheinous things for just 0.1% of that money. Zcash reached its highest price in past 7-something years. Zcash is the frontrunner of blockchain privacy since the beginning. I even saw people privately crying few hours after its ICO. UFC has announced a multi-year partnership with FightID, a platform for combat sport fans and athletes that uses blockchain to create a verified digital identity, track rewards, and support fan interactions. Great. Now if I wanted to watch multiple rounds of sweaty bruised people getting fucked all over, I don't have to go to OnlyFans. The Trump organization announced it will use a blockchain system to sell digital shares in a new Maldives resort planned to make 80 villas. Well, it looks like the new Epstein's Island would be decentralized and public. Marvel has stepped into fine art for the first time by releasing a collection that turns its famous superheroes into 60 handcrafted silver sculptures paired with digital artwork stored in the blockchain. I think they took decentralization too seriously. Not everyone should have access to your trailers, Marvel. Solana Breakpoint happened this month in Abu Dhabi, and these are the highlights. Solana Mobile's team announced partnership with brands like MediaTek and Trustonic Electronic to embed Solana mobile stack more directly into Android chipset levels, potentially bringing support to 50% of Android devices globally. The same month, Australia banned social media for kids under 16-year-olds. Imagine having a phone built for crypto, but not being able to experience the best part of it, Twitter pump and dumps. Colosseum Hackathon happened there, and the winners were Unravel, which is a hardware wallet which reduces rug pulls by clearly showing and warning what permissions or asset movements the transaction will actually grant before it is signed, which is not shown in traditional ledgers. As much as I enjoy 69, I really hope they discount it to 67. The co-founder of Kalshi, which is a prediction market, becomes the youngest female billionaire at age 29. And suddenly I'm a 6'3" matcha-loving feminist, please adopt me. Last unique edition of data-driven art piece from Winds of Yavanava was sold for $1 million, and the proceeds were donated to benefit 2.5 million acres of land of Amazon rainforest. This makes me think, if the artwork was Winds of Delhi, it would probably look like this. Museum of Modern Art added 8 CryptoPunks in its permanent collection, securing them in a place along with great arts like Vincent van Gogh and Pablo Picasso. But MoMA also contains a modern art piece called White on White, which is basically a white drawing on white, which gives me hope that someone can make an NFT of Epstein files, redacted information, and call it Black on White, thus completing the collection. So yeah, that was all for the 2025 recap, and I would end it with a great message by Vitalik Buterin.
Yes, I am Satoshi Nakamoto.